way it's supposed to be. So go on and show your colors for all the world to see. Hey, yeah. So you can clearly see. Go to higher levels and find your liberty. And all that negativity, the sky is the limit, so spread your wings. Hey, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, just be who God designed. Come on, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, just be who God designed. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, just be who God designed. Come on now. See, God's just waiting for you, so here's what you gotta do. You gotta fly so high, so high, butterfly, butterfly. Fly so high, so high, butterfly. Beyond the situation, beyond the limitations, begin your elevation. Go ahead and make it happen. God made you for a reason. This is the start of your season. So keep on believing and walk like you mean it. Beyond your situations, beyond your limitations, begin your elevation. Go ahead and make it happen. God made you for a reason. This is the start of your season. So keep on believing and walk like you mean it. Yeah. The sky is the limit. So keep on believing. Keep on believing. Yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. 'Cause you're fearfully and wonderfully made. By the Creator, so beautifully. So don't be afraid to spread your wings and fly.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Woo, how are y'all doing this morning? This is going to be a really, really good devotional. I'm hoping it can help some people. And I do not have my glasses. Hold on. Nope, not they now. Serious. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Aquag. Good morning, Miss Regina. And listen, this one, I would encourage you to share. Heal the little you. Heal the little you. Let me say that again. Heal the little you. This one is close to my heart because this is what I do every day. It's go back into the childhood. And heal the little you. And if you have the book, it is in July and it is, let me make sure y'all can hear me. Hold on. Okay. It's July 17th. July 17th, Aquay. July 17th. Let's just dive right in. If you know some people afterwards that when you hear this, you can relate to it, I would encourage you to share this video in love with some people because you're probably going to relate to somebody. Rich Rising, Natasha, that you may say, oh, is that why they move the way they do? So this is a really, really, really good one. What is it? It's called Heal the Little You. Let's dive right in. First, let's go ahead on and go to our captions. And the captions is, until the wounds of your childhood are healed, the child within you may continue responding to situations your adult life is facing. Hmm Let's read that again. Until the wounds of your childhood are healed, the child within you may continue responding to situations your adult life is facing. Mhm, mhm. The hook is, have you ever reacted to something and afterwards wondered, why did I respond like that? Have you ever wondered, why did I do that? Why was I so childish? We're going to talk about it. Have y'all ever heard some people arguing, and if you close your eyes, you would have swore it was kids? I'm helping y'all out today. I'm helping y'all, like, for real. Y'all too grown to be acting like, okay. Just want y'all to know that little person inside of y'all is talking, whether y'all want to hear that little person or not. Oh, that little person got something to say. So let's dive in, shall we? Um, this is the Understanding series, and it's Heal the Little You. Good morning, and welcome to the Daily Dose with Miss No Gray, the root therapist. This is your moment to pause, to reflect, and to grow, because healing is not just something that you acknowledge. Sometimes it's something we must understand. We are still continuing our understanding series, and it says today's reflection from Until Today says this: I will gain more understanding when I realize until I handle my unfinished childhood business, I will continue to behave like a child. hmm I hope I give y'all some love today, because some of y'all be beating yourselves up really, really hard. hmm Here we go. I open my heart and mind to understand that some of my strongest emotional reactions may be connected to wounds I experienced a long time ago. I acknowledge that healing begins when I stop judging those reactions and start compassionately caring for the younger parts of myself that still need love, that still needs safety, and that still needs healing. Can we be honest? Have you ever had a reaction that surprised even you? Maybe someone ignored you, someone rejected you, raised their voice at you, walked away, criticized you, and suddenly your response felt much bigger than that moment. You just wasn't hurt. You was devastated. You just wasn't disappointed. You were terrified. Now hear me clearly. Sometimes what you are reacting to isn't only what's happening today. Mhm. Sometimes today's situation awakens yesterday's wounds. Now let that sit for a minute. Mhm. Did you hear what I said? Sometimes it triggers or it awakens years that then passed away wounds. Mhm. Adults, we often think we're responding from the present, but there are some moments when the wounded child within us reacts before the healed adult has a chance to respond. Y'all, that's a lot. I need to say that again. Sometimes there are moments when the wounded child within us reacts before the healed adult has a chance to respond. That's a lot. That doesn't mean you're weak. First of all, I want to send some love to you. That doesn't mean that you're immature. It means there's still a part of you that is asking for healing. Many of us learned as children to survive the best way we knew how. Some of us became people pleasers. Some of us just shut down emotionally altogether. Some of us became very angry. Some of us simply withdrew. Some of us learned never to ask for help for nobody. Mhm. Those survival strategies may have protected us then, but they can limit us now. Maybe today's lesson is this: stop asking what's wrong with me and start asking what happened to me that needs healing. That question changes everything because healing isn't something about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about refusing to let the past keep deciding what you live today. The little child within you doesn't need criticism. That child needs compassion. That child needs reassurance. And that child needs to know you are safe, you are seen now, and you are loved now. And most importantly, watch this, we are going to heal together. So today we shift. We stop shaming ourselves for our emotional reactions. We stop judging the places where we still hurt. We stop telling ourselves to just get over it. Today we choose compassion. Today we choose healing. Today we choose to care for the little one within us with no gray areas. Mhm. Now, you notice how I kept saying we, and you don't have a split personality, but you do have some split stuff in you that needs to be healed. So it's like the grown version of you need to go back and heal the little girl and the little boy in you. And let me ask you this question. I told y'all this before. I was listening to these two grown men. Hear me, y'all. Grown men arguing. This man had to be in his 30s, late 30s, or maybe early 40s, Lee. And a lot of y'all, this is what this man said to this other man. Like they going back and forth. And that man said, man, F you. And F your mama too. I went, did he really just say your mama? Natasha. A whole grown man got into an argument and told that other man, your mama. So you can know how the people around you are. I want y'all to hear me when I say this. Wounded ears hear differently. Mhm. And if you start witnessing people, you can witness this in your family. You ain't got to go far. Whenever you hear some family members arguing and you swear, I know I'm hearing children, you are. Let me say that again. You hearing kids going off. That's where they stuck. That's why I call myself the root therapist, and I always ask the question, what's in your roots? Now, the worst thing us as Black people have always said was, it happened to you when you was a child. Get over it. Mhm. Y'all, some of y'all still say that to this day. Y'all may not acknowledge it on this live with me, but some of y'all, you still harping on that. Man, that happened to you when you was a kid. Get over it. Let me tell you how deep this stuff runs. You have some people that can tell you stories in their lives that happened years ago. But the way they talk about it, you think was happening yesterday. Like they talk about it years ago. And if you ask them, when did this happen? Because it's so vivid in their mind. And you can hear the passion, and then you can actually hear the angerly behind it. Yeah, that's a wound that they never healed from. Like you're talking about this like it happened yesterday. I still remember it. And, da, da, da. And then you see all the emotions get up. That's that little kid coming up. So I'm going to tell y'all, like the color purple, until you do right by your little self, everything you think of is going to fail. Because that little girl and that little boy is going to pop up when you least expect it and mess up everything. That's why you like, I can't believe, man, I can't believe I said that. Believe it. Because you're trying to ignore what you know you need to heal. And that's why he or she just pops out when you least expect it and just mess everything up. Why? Because you ain't dealt with that. So I found this video, and this video explained it in such a beautiful way. Aquay. It's Erica Campbell, and I don't know if y'all ever heard of this Dr. Anita Phillips. They were talking. And this was the best 2 minutes. I shared it with a lot of my clients so they can understand. So let me help y'all out on this. And I'm going to let her explain it to you because she did such an amazing job. So a lot of y'all are still running around here with wounded child wounds. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And until you do right by that little person, they popping out. You going off. It just sometimes you need to ask yourself, was that response like why did I go that far off? Like why did I just cuss them out? What was that? And then you have to ask yourself the question: if I said something to you that made you pop off, and you ask yourself, was your response worthy of how much I popped off on you? Ask yourself, was that something attached to it? Like a lot of times your past stuff attaches to a present stuff and you just go overboard. So you're not only cussing me out, you cussing out your mama, you cussing out everybody who did you wrong as a kid. I just happen to be the one that triggered it. And so I get all the vitriol. I just get it all. Because you're not talking to me. You talking to everybody that hurt you when you was a kid. So I got this video, and I'm telling y'all, it is one of the best videos ever. I will put the link in the chat. I would encourage everyone. It's 2 minutes. Let me give you that. Just get this 2 minutes. This is Dr. Anita Phillips and letting y'all understand childhood healing, what it looks like. Okay? Just give me a whole 2 minutes. I promise y'all this will be the best thing you've ever had. And again, if you know someone that you may think that benefit from this video today, I would encourage you to please let him or her look at it through their own time, and they will be all right. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. New add a scene. Media. I want to share my screen. All right. I was ready for y'all this morning. Okay, this is it right here. This is Anita Phillips. This is one of the best ways that y'all gonna love this video. Here we go. She's gonna explain it to us in the simplistic form as she can. Let's go.
Well, by the time we're about 14, and I think it may even be by 12, but definitely by the time we're about 14, the child that was wounded is sealed inside of you. Your mother and father cannot reach her. If she apologized 20 times today, it would not really totally heal you. And that's a hard truth, because many of us are waiting for an apology and then we expect it to do something more than it does. Right. That child is now yours to raise. My little baby girl inside me is mine to raise. And the things that I did that wounded my daughter, who's 22, I didn't become Dr. Anita until I was 36. I didn't become a therapist until I was 32. I did a lot of damage by then. I did a lot of damage to my marriage, to my parenting. I was older when I became a therapist, so it made me better. It helped me to mitigate damage and to do good things. But even though my daughter and I have an extremely close relationship now, there were still things that were nagging her that I dropped the ball on when she was small. I didn't give her enough emotional attention. Really, it was emotional neglect. I was working on my PhD. I wasn't spending time with her, but my mom and I wasn't there, so I didn't know something was missing because I didn't have it. So I didn't even know I was dropping the ball because I never seen that ball. So I just was, you know what I'm saying? And so when I realized that she was missing out on stuff, Yeah, I made some shifts. I went to therapy. We are very close now, but sometimes things rise up in her patterns, in her relationships with her dating, and I see it and I have to call it. And I said, there's that thing. You're trying to be loved because I dropped the ball, but you got to work it out. I can't fix it. I can validate her, and that does help. And I'm willing to sit in therapy with her, and that does help. Yes, it can help, but it will not heal her. She had to do that work with herself, God, and her therapist. She has to do it. I can't reach her. The first person you heal to break a generational cycle is you.
Whew. Hello. That little boy to the men in the space, and that little girl to the women in the space is not your daughter, is now your son. The same compassion that you have to have for your daughter and for your son, you now have to have that same compassion for your little self. Mhm. Regina, it is. So it's not generational curses, it's generational trauma. And I think the most important thing she said was, if you are respecting for your mom to apologize, right? Like the things that your mom did. I thought the most important part of that video was when she said, a lot of us are thinking that once we hear our mother or our father or whoever wronged us to apologize and own it, we think that that will help us or that will heal us. And she said, unfortunately, it won't, because by the age of 14, that little boy and that little girl is now sealed inside of you. And the only person that can reach little Rochelle is me. And I had to do that. Yeah. What I mean by that, I visually saw myself as a little girl, right? The same, just visualize if you got godchildren or you have children. And say, for instance, if your child comes home and their feelings was hurt, you will sit them down and you will love on them. You will give them hugs, but you will encourage them and you will let them know their worth. That is the exact same thing you have to do for that little girl, that little boy. That's your daughter. That's your son. And no one can reach them but you. So it could be something like this, because a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I've done a lot of healing, but I got a lot of more healing to go. What I mean by is just connecting the memories. So, some stuff I was teased as a little girl because I had little short hair, and it was from the motherland. And I remember getting teased about it, right? And so I had to, whenever I had these little feelings come over me, this is how I do. I was like, you know what? I said, baby girl, it's okay. I said, I have to speak life into my own self. So when they talk about that we thing, that's what we're talking about. Because I was the one as a kid, let me tell you what got me. And y'all need to stop saying this to your children today. Children should be seen and not heard. Do you know what you just told your child? And black people, we got this all day. Children should be seen and not heard. I have teens, and some of the stuff like y'all actually say, you think you got problems, you ain't got no problems. Wait till you grown. You just told your kids anything they're going through don't matter. There is no gray area with that. And so for me as a kid, I would get a whooping because damn it, I'm gonna have my last word. My mother would pop me in my mouth. I did not give a damn. I was going to keep talking. You know why? Especially as a kid, like we can't get mad and shut up and don't say a word. And they just sitting there as adults just talking crazy. And you got to sit there. And when you want to try to say something to defend yourself, you get popped in the mouth. Who am I talking to? I'm not the only one. You couldn't talk back. That's being disrespectful. But they still did being disrespectful to me. But because I'm a kid, I don't have no feelings. Is that what we're saying? That's what you're saying to your children. So now then you have parents who go on the other side and go to the extreme. Why? You know what they do? Lee, they do this here. I ain't gonna be nothing like my parents. So that they go on the other side. Whatever their mom and daddy did to them, they don't do absolutely nothing to their kids. So now their kids is running buck wild and rampant. Why? Because they are raising their kids from their trauma experiences that they were never healed from. So my mother always popped me in my mouth and wouldn't let me talk. I think I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to let my kids talk all the time, even to a point of being disrespectful. Why? Because the only thing in your mind is that I'm not going to be like my mama and my daddy and raise my kids that way, but then you end up making it worse. Because it's a lot of parents raising their children through their trauma eyes. That's why they go broke for Christmas. I didn't get nothing for Christmas. And I was tased and I was laughing. You can hear it in their voice right now. So what do? They go broke for their kids. Because it's not even the kid's womb that they're trying to fill. They're trying to fulfill the womb of themselves as a little girl or a little boy. And they go broke. That's what I'm about. That's why my baby, 9 years old, got to have an iPhone. Got to have the PlayStation. Got to have the Xbox. Got to have I couldn't get no name brand shoes. So then we just go run and go broke and buy shoes we cannot afford. Why? Because it's not even you that you're raising your kids. It's that little boy, it's that little girl inside of you, beloved, that's feeling the pain of being rejected. And you are now putting that rejection on your children. And so now you are raising your kids toxically. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We spend hundreds on the birthday party. Why? Because I never had one. You spending $1,000 on a birthday with a theme. Why? Because when I was a kid, I never had a birthday party. And I never ever do it. That birthday party is not even for your child. Why do you think so many fathers act a fool when they see their kids in AAU football? Why you got parents out there fighting? Hello? You got grown men fighting, and the kids, I never forgot they showed this one. The kids are on the football stadium, on the football field, crying because their dad is in the stands fighting, jumping on the referees. That's not an adult doing that, y'all. That's fathers living their long dreams through their kids. Mhm. If you want to see childhood wounds, go to an AAU football. All those men who thought they should have made it in college or to the pro team, they be acting up because that's not even grown men you looking at. Those are little kids with regrets, and they go live it through their children every day. And that's, mm, come on, help me, Holy Ghost. That's going to help y'all look at people differently. I look at ever since I've understood you are the tree to your childhood, what's in your roots. That's my name, Miss No Gray, for a reason. I never even trip on the adults in the space. I don't. All sports day. You are right. Those are fathers. Do you know who else act a fool? Cheer moms. That's why their daughter have to be the captain of the team. Because I didn't get to be the captain of the team. And I want my daughter to be the captain of the team. So at least one of us will be the captain of the team. Mhm. Wounded. Childhood wounds. Why do you think we put them crayons, some of the excessive pageant moms? Mhm. Wounded. So if you ever want to know who you're speaking to, watch how they react when they're upset. Do they just act up, sound like a kid? You go listen to me. That was somebody who told you should be seen and not heard. I guarantee it. As a child, their voice was stipend. And that's why they go off on everybody all the time. Mhm. I still have some of the, oh, definitely. I got popped in the mouth. We tell our kids, if the kids just crying, let me explain. You can't explain nothing. Just shut up. Do you know what you're just doing today? So now they got to swallow that. Mhm. So then when I never let nobody ever tell me no. Am I helping anybody today? Do you know anybody like that? Mhm. Let's go. Heal the little person. If you need help, call me. I can give you some help for free because all of y'all are not in the same space with me. But until you do right by that little girl and until you do right by that little boy, everything you think of is going to fail because he or she is going to pop out when you least expect it. I'm talking about you married, your husband going, I can't believe you did that. You popped off. It wasn't you, the grown person. Oh, it was the little you that was unhealed for sure. And you are the only person that can heal her or him. I hope this helps somebody today. Here is my powerful. The adult you is responsible for healing what the child in you never deserved to carry. Let me say that again. The adult you is responsible for healing what the child in you never did. Oh, that's deep. Never deserved to carry. Mhm. And that's why I give you another example. Why you have some women um, that saw their mother in abusive relationships. Mhm. And they vowed to never let a man say, do it, and they go off, because what they're not going to be is their mom. And watch this, since their mom was submissive, mhm, and submissiveness caused her to be beat, slapped, or talked down to, and she was submissive, what do you think that daughter is going to be when she grow up? What do you think she's gonna be? You may say something to her, and it may not have even been disrespectful. But what she heard was what that man said to her mama before he popped up. So you said the exact same thing, watch this, without that intention. And she went the hell off. Why? Because the memory of her childhood popped up. Remember, we said that sometimes the little person in you, the unhealed child in you, will pop off before the healed version you can even speak. That's what we're talking about. And then she started saying some stuff. Like, babe, what are you talking about? I ain't say that. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Wounded ears hear differently. Wounded eyes see differently. Wounded hearts love differently. And until you do right by that little person in you, you will not have a successful relationship platonically. in friendships, at work, all of the above. Let's say our affirmation of the day, shall we? I choose to meet my younger self with compassion, allowing God's love to heal the places that still hurt. I'm sorry, I didn't put all that in there. Psalms 147 and 3. He heals the broken hearted and bandages their wounds. Y'all, there's some stuff we got to deal with. Mhm. Go back and love on your little self. And I believe I have my clients to do this. Write your little self a love letter. Mhm. I'm serious about this. The only person that connect to that little person is you. So write your little self a love letter. And I can tell you how it would go. It'll go something like this. Dear little Rochelle, because I did this for myself. Because I had some sexual wounds. I told y'all about my uncle touching me in places he shouldn't have touched me. So I wrote myself a little love letter, Lee, and I was like, um, Dear little Rochelle, I want to first let you know how much I love you. Mhm. And I know when your favorite uncle touched you, you were so confused. But that wasn't your fault. And even though you were scared and you didn't know what to do, it still wasn't your fault that you didn't tell anybody. It's okay. You was 9 years old. You didn't know what to do with that. But I want you to know I got you now. I'm going to protect you. Mhm. And you can calm down because you no longer have to fight by yourself. You don't have to be afraid anymore either. I got you. And the reason I know you're so brave because I'm here. And we're going to go through this together. So, baby girl, release the shame. You were a kid. Your uncle was the adult in the room. He should have known better. So you have nothing to feel guilty about. You have nothing to feel ashamed about. Okay? And I want to thank you for the braveness that you. I wrote myself a love letter. And then I closed my eyes and I did the breath work. And then I gave myself a hug. Because little Rochelle needed a hug. Because she was so confused. She couldn't figure out for the life of her at 9 years old what her uncle was doing. Yeah, she wanted to go back outside and play because she heard the kids playing outside. And she's trying to figure out why is he moaning? What was that? So I had to honor my little self. You have to write another love letter. Listen, Rochelle, it wasn't your fault that your mother told you you should not be heard. You had a voice, but unfortunately, that's how she was raised too. It ain't that she didn't love you, but that's all she knew. So I want you to know you do have a voice, and your voice does matter. And just because you was a little girl, you still should have been seen, and you should have been heard. Because even though you were a little girl, I need you to know that your voice matters. Mhm. And I got you now. Close your eyes, do some breathing, and then I gave myself a really big hug. And I literally could feel her going. And it's basically, it kind of felt like this, Lee. So y'all can understand when she say it's a we thing. I want y'all to hear this. It is a we thing. When I began to give myself the hug that I needed, that I never got, it's like my little self, I could feel her going, oh, somebody finally heard me. And my little self began to calm down. It's really not hard, but you have to be open to feel it. And she was like, thank you for hearing me. and thank you for seeing me. That's all she needed. And when I hugged her, I said, I got you now. You ain't got to keep fighting. It's like my little self went, oh Lord, because I'm tired. Because I'm imagine going, I know she tired, but ain't nobody told her that she protected. So when I told my little self that I got you, that you don't need to be afraid anymore, she literally sealed in my heart and let the adult version of me take over. So you can't get over what happened to you when you was a child, and you damn sure can't get over it, and you won't forget it either. Okay? I hope that helps somebody on today. Yay! And so this is when you know, Lee, that you've done the work. I could talk about this, and you still remember it, but the emotions behind it is no more. I could talk about what my uncle did to me without a tear coming out of my eye. Why? Because I've healed her, and she knows she's safe. So she's not talking about this anymore. The healed adult woman is. Do y'all see the difference? The memory doesn't go away. But when I can talk about it and there's no emotion attached to it, then I've done the work. Okay? Let's say our morning devotional, shall we? Let's say our morning mantra, rather. Truth anchors me. Clarity guides me. I no longer abandon myself to keep the peace. What is revealed is here to heal me. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. So let me tell y'all this, and we're going to be gone. The hardest part of doing all of this, y'all, is your brain need to get out the way. Because your brain want to stop the pain from coming, but until that pain completes its cycle, it stays in you. So it's like our body is a self-healing organism. And if we get out of the way and surrender, it really can heal itself. But the question is, can you trust what's going to come up to pass? And so for many of us, we don't know what that looks like because we control freaks. Because the brain needs to know the ending. I need to know what's going to happen all the way through, but that's not how healing works. So for many of us, we can never go to the healing journey because our brain wants to control what comes out, and it doesn't work that way. You have to trust the process. You have to take the first step even when you can't see it in your healing journey. Your body will release it if you surrender and let your body do what it knows to do. Okay? This was good. All right. I hope this helps somebody today. And again, if you know anyone that can benefit from this, please let him or her see it. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you in the name of Jesus. Thank you for this day. God, thank you for seeing every part of us, including the places that were wounded long before we knew how to ask for help. Help us respond to ourselves with compassion instead of shame. Give us courage to face the memories that still influence our lives and the faith to trust that you are able to bring healing where there was once pain. Comfort the child within us. Strengthen the adult you are shaping us to become. Today we choose compassion. Today we choose healing. Today we choose to walk forward in freedom, in no gray areas. For it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I love y'all with the what? With the love of the Lord. Y'all can do this. We over here at the No Gray Zone. We doing the work. When the truth has no shield. All right? I love y'all with the what? With the